ratio and proportion. You are going to solve sums without any formula within 10 seconds by the end of this course. Basic to no formula. Before that, we are going to strengthen our basics in the lesson 1. Then in the lesson 2, we are going to solve sums in the school method. If you are already strong with the basics, then you can directly go to lesson 3 where we would solve sums in shortcut method, which would take less than 30 seconds to solve. But I would recommend you to watch from at least lesson 2 as you could find some basic concepts that you could have missed out. Then if you are strong with basics and thorough with shortcuts, you can directly go to lesson 4 where we would be solving sums in trick method, which would be taking just 10 seconds without any pen and paper and not using any formula. But I would recommend you to watch at least from lesson 3 where you could find some shortcuts that you would have missed out before. Links for lesson 2, 3 and 4 are in the description. Now all you have to do is just watch this course and do some practice. You will be solving sums in 10 seconds. Also, you will be getting a gift watching this course till the end. To be updated with these kinds of educational content, subscribe and click the bell icon. Let's clear the exam together. Future officers, welcome to Mayon. Lesson 1, basic concept. Ratio, comparative relation between two or more amounts or quantity of same type. That is, when comparing two or more amounts or quantity, they should be of same type. That is, when second is compared with second, they can form a ratio. And when rupees are compared with rupees, they can form a ratio. Similarly, when kgs are compared to kgs, they can form a ratio. But rupees and kg can't form a ratio. Similarly, second and rupees can't form a ratio. They should be of a same type. Then comes the proportion. Proportion. Two ratios are equal to each other. That is, for example, the ratio of A is to B should be equal to C is to D. Then only A, B, C, D are in proportion. There are 4 types of proportion. First type is first proportion. That is, in the ratio X is to A and B is to C, these 4 are in proportion. Now we have to find the first proportion in this. That is the X. So this can be written as X by A equal to B by C. Then we have to find the X, which will be the first proportion. So cross multiplying, we are taking the A to the right side. So X becomes X equal to AB by C. This is the first proportion. Now the second type, the third proportion. Here also A is to B equals to B is to X. So these 4 are in proportion. This can be written as A by B equals to B by X. Here we have to find the third proportion. Here the first term is A, second term is B. In the second ratio also the term B appears. It should be the second term. So the third term is X. So finding the X, we are cross multiplying. Taking the X to the right side and B to the left side, we are getting X equal to B square by A. This is the equation for third proportion. Fourth proportion. Here the ratio A is to B is proportionate to C is to X. So here the terms are first term A, second term B, third term C and the fourth term is X. We have to find this X, which should be the fourth proportional. So A by B equals to C by X is the form which this can be written down. So cross multiplying, taking the X to the right side and B to the left side and A also to the denominator, we get X equal to BC by A. Now the fourth type, mean proportion. Here A is to X is proportionate to X is to B. So the ratio A is to X is equal to X is to B. So the terms, first term would be A, second term would be X and here in the second ratio also the first term would be X. So the X term is common in both the cases. Then the third term would be B. Now finding the X, we are just taking the X in the denominator to the right side in the numerator and bringing the B to the left side with A. So X square equals to AB and X equal to root A by B would be the mean proportion. Now let's solve some basic sums. If A is to B equals to 7 is to 9 and B is to C equals to 15 is to 7, then what is A is to C? Option A, 5 is to 3, B, 3 is to 5, C, 7 is to 21, D, 7 is to 15, E, none of these. Here we have to combine A in the first ratio with C in the second ratio and we have to remove B in both the ratios. To do that, we can multiply first ratio with second ratio. That is written as A is to C equals to A is to B multiplied by B is to C. Why we are writing this? To remove B and combine A and C. This can be written as A by B into B by C. Now B gets cancelled and AC remains, which should be equals to A is to B. Now substituting the values for A by B, we are substituting 7 by 9 which is given in the question. For B by C, it is given as 15 by 7 and cancelling 7 in the equation, we get 15 by 9. Now further simplifying 15 by 9, we get 5 is to 3, which is the final answer. Then option A would be the right answer. Now let's see the next question. The ratio of two numbers is 3 is to 4 and their LCM is 120. The sum of numbers is option A 105, B 140, C 70, D 35, E none of this. Here the ratio is given, LCM is given, we have to find the sum of these two numbers. The first number should be a multiple of 3 and the second number should be a multiple of 4 because they are in the ratio 3 is to 4. So the common multiple between this first number and the second number would be cancelled out and the remaining number that is not common between the first number and second number, which is 3 and 4, remains. Let's assume that common number be x. So the first number would be 3x and the second number would be 4x and the LCM is 12x. 12x equal to 120 because LCM is given as 120. Now x would be 120 by 12 which would be 10. We found the value for x. Now let's solve further. When x is equal to 10, we have to find the sum of numbers. So first number is 3x plus second number 4x. So 7x, x is 10, substituting. So 7 into 10, 70 is the final answer. Then option C would be the right answer. Now let's see the next question. The fourth proportional to 0.12, 0.21, 8 is option A 8.9, B 56, C 14, D 17, E none of these. Here they are asking us to find the fourth proportion, which means these three are in proportion. Writing this down in the equation form and considering the fourth term to be x, we get first term 0.12, second term 0.21 equal to 8 by x. Then cross multiplying, we get x equal to 8 into 0.21 by 0.12. Cancelling out, we get x equal to 14. This is the fourth proportional, which is same as we saw before in the equation. Now the right answer is option C. Now let's see the next question. If A is to B equals to 2 is to 3, B is to C equals to 2 is to 4 and C is to D equals to 2 is to 5, then A is to D is equal to option A 2 is to 15, B 2 is to 5, C 1 is to 5, D 3 is to 5, E none of these. Here we have to find A is to D. To find this, we have to combine A in the first ratio with D in the third ratio. For this, we have to remove B in the first ratio. To remove B in the first ratio, we have to multiply the first ratio with the second ratio. So B and B would be cancelled out. Then we would be getting A and C. Now we have to remove C and replace it with D. So we are multiplying this with third equation. We would remove C. Then the remaining is A and D. That's what we are doing here. A is to B equals to A is to B into B is to C into C is to D. Writing this in the fraction form, we get A by B into B by C into C by D. Now B gets cancelled, C gets cancelled, A and D remains. Now substituting the values for this. A by B will be 2 by 3. Then B by C is 2 by 4. Then C by D is 2 by 5. Now cancelling out and getting the final value as 2 by 15. So option A is the right answer. Now let's move on. Now let's see the concept componendo dividendo. Componendo means the ratio A is to B is proportional with C is to D. Then it can be written in the fraction form as A by B equals to C by D. Here in the componendo, the numerator is added with denominator. So A plus B by B will be equal to C plus D by D. This can also be written as A by B plus 1 equal to C by D plus 1. Similarly in dividendo, the ratio of A is to B would be proportionate to C is to D. In the fraction form it is written as A by B equal to C by D. Only difference here is the denominator is subtracted from the numerator, which is written as the new numerator. So A minus B by B equal to C minus D by D, which can also be written as A by B minus 1 equals to C by D minus 1. Now let's see both combined. Componendo and dividendo combined. Here the ratio A is to B is proportionate to C is to D. It can be written in the fraction form as A by B equal to C by D. Here the new numerator would be numerator plus denominator, and the new denominator would be numerator minus denominator. Similarly in the right side, C plus D, C minus D. With this we have completed the lesson. Now you comment the sum which you found difficult. Hope the lesson was useful. Share it with your friends because sharing is caring. Join our study group through the link in the description. Thank you.